At the end of the Bush term, we were scared to death that Cheney was going to convince Bush that we should go into Iran. The number one thing I was glad about is that we docked the ship and we avoided that disastrous war. And there's been good signs in the Obama administration on that front. All throughout, Obama has been saying that he's in favor of negotiations. Meanwhile, we've been conducting a covert secret war against Iran, some of which I disagree with, some of which I agree with. When we did the Stuxnet program that destroyed their computer system and set them back at least a year, hey, look, all is fair in love and war. That's not killing anybody that's innocent. That's not violence. It's not an invasion. They try to get our computers. We try to get their computers, set back their nuclear program. That's fine in my book, okay? But it's about to get worse. Leon Panetta had said earlier, and of course he's the Secretary of Defense, that it would be a bad idea if Israel unilaterally went and bombed Iran. It would start a war that we could not control, and it was a war that was a bad idea, okay? Of course, Israel went to, level 5 in how angry they were over that. And they had their ambassador to the United States, Michael Oren, go and file a diplomatic protest known as a demarche. Oh, we've been demarched. But of course, in the U.S., they take that incredibly seriously. Oh my God, Israel's angry with us. Well, what can we do to immediately change our position? So of course, Leon Panetta is now back out, talked to CBS News recently and said, oh no, don't get us wrong, military option is definitely on the table. There is a red line that if Iran crosses it, we will attack them. Okay, great. Okay, war back on the table. The establishment is ecstatic about that. So now, what are some of the ways that we can go to that war? Well, right now, Congress passed by a vote of 100-0 economic sanctions that go after Iran's oil supply. Now, throughout the last 5 years, we have been doing economic sanctions on Iran. But the one thing we didn't touch was the oil. Because for a number of reasons. One, if you go after the oil, it gets a lot more serious because that is obviously a huge chunk of their income, an overwhelming amount of their income in Iran. And hence they will take action against that. Much more importantly, though, if you cut off Iran's oil, it increases gas prices for all of us, all across the world. It sinks us further into a recession and causes more unemployment. And obviously, higher gas prices are bad in and of themselves, right? So they think that they've gotten a clever idea on how to get around that. They're not just going to cut off Iran's oil, but they're going to pressure the people that buy their oil not to buy it so that Iran will have to give them a discount and actually make less money off of it. Good luck, okay? Or it can go terribly wrong. Gas prices could go high. ExxonMobil in the back rooms will be going, yes, thanks God, right? And so here come the sanctions. And look, President Obama, it's tough to blame him for this one. Congress voted 100-0, okay? So everybody keep it real. The people at fault here is Congress, Democrats and Republicans alike. Why? Of course, Israel was angry. They want to go get Iran. By the way, the one thing that we ask of Israel in return for keeping the military option on the table is, hey, if you're going to do the military option, at least let us know before you do it, right? So far, the Netanyahu government has said, yeah, I don't think so, buddy. You don't run the show, we run the show. No, we will not let you know. We will do whatever the hell we like, and you'll just take it. I've got 100-0 in your Congress over your head. So what are you going to do about it? And Netanyahu is right. Nothing Obama can do about it. So here we go. Now the Iranians come out, and their first Vice President, Mohammad Reza Rahimi, says, yeah, lovely. By the way, we are the third largest energy exporter in the world. And, quote, if they impose sanctions on Iran's oil exports, then even one drop of oil cannot flow from the Strait of Hormuz. So we're going to block the Strait of Hormuz. He says it's really easy to do. I don't know if I believe that. But if they do, here comes a debacle. Not only militarily, but as I explained, economically. Europe will be in huge trouble, will be in huge trouble. We're already in big trouble, and it spirals out of control, possibly. Now, look, Iran loves to bluff, too. And do they really have the military capability to overcome our military in blocking the Strait of Hormuz? I don't know. But do we want to go down that road? Do we want to start a war where now all of a sudden we're fighting each other in the Strait of Hormuz, and then Iran turns around and says, oh, by the way, Hezbollah in Lebanon and possibly Hamas in the Gaza Strip, go get them. What an epic disaster that would be. And right now, we